UK, London, Ibrahim. Can you marry
The last name, the last name. First and last name.
Initials HA from Arlington, Virginia. What is the ruling on driving a taxi/Uber knowing you sometimes take people to haram places?
We've previously mentioned this ruling many times. You shouldn't be a driver. Stay away from being a cab driver or Uber driver. If you have these doubts, insecurities, don't do it. Don't do it. If you have to do it, you have to be a driver. It's the best job you can find, the most Islamically suitable job that you can find in which you can make salat on time. You don't have to do this. You don't have to be around this. If that's the best that you can find, then if you're a cab driver, then the general rule is that you provide a basic service. The intentions of the people, the actions of the people is not necessarily your responsibility. I drive a cab. On Sunday morning, someone gets a cab to go to church. On Sunday morning, someone gets a cab to go to the supermarket. There's a dispatcher or the Uber app. What am I supposed to do? I drop people off, I pick them up. What are they going to do? That's not my job. That's not my responsibility. And I provide a general service for any customer. That's one way of looking at it. That's one way what? Of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is, you know where you're going. They're telling you, drop me off at the corner of such and such, such and such, club such and such, on Saturday night at 1 a.m. Where are they going? To go to the supermarket across the street and buy apples and oranges? No. They're going to what? Whatever the name of the club may be. Tell you, everybody understand this? Sunday morning, an older woman, she says, take me here. And if the name of the church comes up, you know where she's going. You're taking her to worship other than Allah Azza wa Jal. So that's another way of looking at it. Two different views. In brief, keep things simple and brief, because we took way too much time on that last answer. I would say this. The Muslims really need to wake up. I'm talking to myself first and foremost. We really need to wake up living in America. And I think that we've been here too long. Islam, knowledge, Sunnah has been here too long for us not to have more. We need to have more institutions, ways of employing ourselves, and to try to make it as pure and permissible as possible. Everybody understand this? Schools, businesses, whatever the case may be. How many Muslims are there? There's so many Muslims that you could just have an Uber or a taxi service in which you only deal with Muslim clientele. It's the reality. When I used to work as a barber, you may have enough clientele that are just Muslims. You have to shave no beard. You don't have to do anyone's eyebrows. You don't have to do this. You guys, all your clientele is what? Kulluhum Muslim. Because there's so many Muslims in Philadelphia. They're trying to practice Islam. So where are the Muslims in New York or this country or this city? Where are we at? How organized? Are we cohesive? How often do the masjids see each other and visit? And then these problems like this come up. I can't work here because the women shave my beard. I can't work there because I'm touching khinzir directly. I can't work here because of alcohol. I can't be a driver because... Where do you go? What do you do? Working in a bank is haram? Having this is haram? What do you do? And oftentimes it's our fault because we don't have infrastructure as we're supposed to have what? Infrastructure. There are enough Muslims to make certain jobs. Everyone is not going to be like that. And some people we need to be normal and to live in the world to propagate Islam. But there is enough. There are enough for us to have certain what? Things. As we said years ago, a hypothetical example, a cab driver, a cab service. There could be a cab service, a licensed cab service. A brother drives and he has his wife in the front seat. Or a sister drives, whatever the case may be. And these are lists of sisters, their wali, so on and so forth. When they need a cab, it's a third party, they pick them up. And there's so many Muslim sisters that need to be taken around. This driver can make all of his money just off of what? Just off the Muslim community. No shaking hands, no beers, this, that, haram, club, church, none of that. Are there not enough Muslims for that? More than enough. But we're so scattered, so divided, so separated. First and foremost, our religious differences, racial differences, tribal differences, language, this and that. And that's not what Allah wants from us. May Allah help us all. So it's more than a way of looking at it. Wallahu alam. Hopefully that makes sense, Inshallah.